Welcome into the 2-minute drill for Sun Devil Source. I'm Ethan Ryter alongside Chris Karpman. We just got back from Friday practice, the first practice with Shells. There were some one-on-one O-line versus D-line. What did you see? There were some defensive line players that might have stood out.
Absolutely. I thought Omar Norman-Lott was fantastic today. He had 2 reps in a row in which he beat Ladarius Henderson, the ASU starting left guard. The first was a violent spin move, got to the quarterback. Second was an inside rip. Then later on, he also beat a freshman, so he went 3 for 3 for the day. He's leaner, more explosive, plays with violent hands. Even though he's worked with the third team, Ethan, I would say he's got a real good chance to move up, especially on passing downs. And then we saw Anthony Cooper sort of baptize ASU freshman Austin Berry on the outside, got a nice dip of his shoulder and got underneath of him, got to the quarterback. And then BJ Green is a freshman who is a walk-on, who's not like most walk-ons typically. He's very physical, plays with low pad level, 260 pounds as an end player. Those guys really got after it in the first day in Shells.
Yeah, and you talked about a couple freshmen there. ASU have been proven to play freshmen in the past, but with a team with so much veteran presence, are there any freshmen that really are going to be vying for playing time?
Among the first year, new arriving freshmen, I would say not very many. Ultimately, Tommy Hill was one of the highest rated guys in the spring as a cornerback. He's got a chance maybe to be their 4th corner after Tamarcus Davis, who's their nickel and their 3rd corner. I think there's definitely going to be some sort of a role for Eric Gentry, a linebacker who's got a world of potential, still got to get a lot bigger and stronger, but his instincts, his length can be somewhat of a weapon also on passing downs.
And the last one, Michael Turk. Someone who's highly regarded as one of the best punters in the country after practice yesterday, entered the transfer portal. What happened there, and who are some candidates that we could see step into that role?
So that's directly related to ASU's decision not to travel or even have in meetings players who are unvaccinated, a desire to make sure they don't have any interruptions to their season like they had last year, something that we're seeing really across the country. There's 9 teams in the Pac-12 who have decided that they're making it a requirement for everybody on their campus, the student athletes, to be vaccinated. ASU is sort of following in line with that, even though Arizona hasn't mandated it. The candidates really to replace him, and it is a big loss, are Logan Tyler. He's probably going to handle ASU's field goal kicking duties, but he was a punter at Florida State before he transferred and sat out the season. And then Eddie Zaplicki is a freshman from North Carolina that ASU added, who looked really good to my eye. And he's on scholarship in the first few practices. I think he has a big leg and good technique. I don't know who's going to win the battle between those two, but I do think that we're going to see that play out over the course of the coming weeks.
That was a 2-minute drill for Chris Karpman. I'm Ethan Ryter. Make sure to be locked into Sun Devil Source for the rest of our preseason camp coverage.